Angel of Death TV here, casting the 2015 World Championship from VODs. Currently on the round of 16, Group D. This is the last match of Group D, Match 2. We have the Korean Force Master, Jung-Hoo Yoon, against the Chinese Destroyer, Jackson Lee. We're going to jump into this first match. Both of them playing pretty defensive with their aerial play. Sin goes for the stomp, doesn't get the Force Master out of the air, however. Force Master uses a 30-second cooldown on his ice. Freezes the Destroyer in place. Destroyer spins out of it. Destroyer has already used his tab aggressively, his tab escape aggressively. The F roll was used by the Force Master, as the Destroyer uses Flame Wheel on top of him. Force Master freezes everything to buy himself some time here. Gets a daze onto the Destroyer, Phantom Grip. Just carrying him around for now. Just drops him and steals some chi before going in with some more damage. Destroyer pops his shield for a heal and backs off some. He has his tab escape back up now. Destroyer's frozen in place, spins out of it. Phantom Grip again. Destroyer tabs out of the Phantom Grip only to get the... Well, Destroyer tabs out of the Phantom Grip and he forces the Force Master's Frost Armor in response. He traded a 30-second tab escape for a minute cooldown. Stun onto the Force Master as he tab escapes out himself. Force Master's left with just his backstep right now for his escape. Force Master got parried, threw an attack into the beginning of the Destroyer spin. Destroyer has a grab. Does the throwdown, just spins on him for now. Goes for the knockup, Flame Wheel comes out. Force Master's forced to freeze everything yet again. Phantom Grip onto the Destroyer. Force Master's dodging the camera. Destroyer has every escape down. He will be getting his rollout in a moment here, but that'll only save him from soft CC, knockdown and dazes. Force Master trying to keep his distance, not trying to throw any attacks into the beginning spin of the Destroyer to get stunned again. Had a Phantom Grip on the Destroyer, put him down into a nice combo, gets double freeze stun, airborne, drops the flame below him. Up into the air, another big set of damage. Had a short fuse on him, it's going to pop on its own later. Destroyer uses Blue Rage to reduce the damage from short fuse and everything else on him. Force Master decides to Frost Armor again and heal up. Frost Armor I also call Ice Dragon in case you guys wonder what the hell I was saying earlier. Destroyer tabbed aggressively to get the Force Master. Force Master tabbed in response and has no escapes. Knockdown from the Destroyer. Force Master rolls out. Another hard CC here could be a huge chunk of damage with the Force Master. But the Destroyer's playing defensive as he's lacking the health to really go for that. Big combo coming in on the Destro. Frozen. Pushed up against the wall. Frozen again and impacted finally for the kill against the wall from the Force Master, who was definitely in control of that match the entire time. Most of the matchups the Destroyer is in, the Destroyer is actually leading. It's interesting to watch one where the Force Master versus Destroyer matchup where the Force Master actually dictates what's going on. In theory, you'd think it'd be easier for the Destroyer to do something because of the ability for them to spin out of the roots and the ability for their first 5 seconds of their spin to parry, but Force Master here was still able to completely control the match, basically from start to finish. There was only one point where he was a little stressed for cooldowns, and that was actually at the end, right before he killed the Destroyer, so Destroyer wasn't really able to capitalize on it, was he? This is the big stun that came in. The F roll came up for the Force Master literally as he got kicked. Couldn't have been timed better. But he was out of escapes, but so the Destroyer was out of health, so Force Master takes the 1-0 so far. As the rest of these are, this is a best of 5. More dragons in the crowd. I think the dragon was in the front row earlier. Not in the front row, but in the fronter parts. It's a new word now. What is up with his hair? Does he have lipstick on? I think he has lipstick on. It's like the middle part of his lips were completely different color than the rest of them. Either way, we're going into set 2 of match 2 of Group D. The openers were actually pretty interesting. Neither of them went aggressive right away, and the Destroyer, when he did go aggressive, he missed the jump pull in that he normally can pull people out of the sky. Missed it there, and the Force Master was able to get a nice opener because of it. Destroyer actually changed to run Red Rage this match. Big change. We'll see if it pays off. Bold move, Cotton. Force Grip is immune by the Destroyer. He iframes right as it gets cast, and it fizzles. Stays onto the Destroyer. He rolls out. Force Masters already used their Tab Escape. Destroyer uses his Tab Escape and tries to be aggressive with it, but he doesn't make it. Gets the pull in. Destroyer, Force Master rolls out. Force Master's out of escapes, but he's currently sitting in his Frost Armor, so he's safe for now. By the time he gets out of it, his F rollout will be there from knockdowns and dazes. He'll be safe, but Destroyer's spinning after him, trying to get something. An air combo coming in from the Force Master. Some good damage there. He didn't get the freeze out of it, but short fuse is on. It's going to be another nice chunk of damage in a second. Destroyer knocks down the Force Master, finally gets a little bit of damage, but nothing to write home about. Force Master's actually out of escapes, gets gripped by the Destroyer, put up against the wall so he can't really go anywhere. Manages to 180 and backstep out of that. Tries to freeze everything, but doesn't catch the Destroyer with it. Destroyer used a smash during that, but not his Red Rage. Big anti-cancel combo there on the Force Master. Inferno used, big stun coming in. It's raining meteors, Phantom Grip so he can't defense. He's not dead, but he's basically dead. Gets dropped down and Flame Dragon for the kill. Force Master in this game here looks incredibly dominating. Doesn't really seem like he's even... Doesn't seem like he's even playing somebody of his level. The Destroyer made the decision to run Red Rage, but never really got to use it because he only connected once, and that was just momentarily. If he'd used Red Rage there, maybe he would have done some more damage, possibly gotten a kill, but it's all speculation. What we do know for a fact is that the Force Master is looking dominating in this matchup right now. The Destroyer is definitely going to have to pull his shit together if he's going to stay in this tournament. This could be a quick 3-0 though, especially if it continues like this one and the first one went. I don't like the choice to go Red Rage after he got CC'd to the point where he couldn't play. I feel like that's just, like, disrespect, because the Destroyer was already CC'd in the first match where he really wasn't able to get too much play in. Like, he wasn't able to get on the Force Master too much, and when he did, he was able to stick and do some damage, but that was only because, in my opinion, that he had the Blue Rage for a second CC break. Losing like that to being, you know, out-comboed, out-controlled, and then going for Red Rage, which gives you less ability to break out of CC, seems a little suicidal, and definitely not like he's giving the Force Master the respect he needs. Alternatively, he might have been going for a cheeky win, because if you're not expecting Red Rage, and then it just comes out, there's definitely a chance that you lose a lot more health than you anticipated to lose in a combo. And then losing more than that, if he could have kept in the game and actually not been controlled the entire time, that could have given him a win. Maybe it was mind games, but could also have just been lack of respect. Getting into set 3 here, this could be a quick 3-0. He's back to running Blue Rage, I like that choice. He jumps in, gets the pull in, doesn't let the Force Master get into the air. Force Master tab escapes really early. 30-second Frost, gets knocked down out of that, he rolls out. Destroyer uses his shield stun, but doesn't seem to catch him. Force Master uses his backstep, he's only sitting on his Frost Armor right now. Used really early Inferno usage. Destroyer got Phantom Gripped back into the Meteors, lost about a fourth of his health. Walks right into the Force Master's freeze. Force Master holds it for the full duration, basically. Looks like he's buying time for his tab escape to come up before he gets lets the Destroyer get any word in. Destroyer pops Blue Rage to get out of that, and the Force Master goes with his Ice Dragon, the Frost Armory in response. 30-second Frost used. Phantom Grip onto the Destroyer. Kind of walking him towards the corner. Steals some... Didn't steal some chi, just a little bit of damage there. Goes for the air combo. Sets it up correctly. Doesn't execute it perfectly. Drops him a little too early. He's able to roll out before the damage goes off. Destroyer shields up and gonna get some heal off, but he has no escaping skills right now. Phantom Grip again from the Force Master onto the Destroyer. Freezes him in place. Force Master did have to tab escape to use that, however. He has Inferno backup, so this could be a relatively nice burst combo. 2 Frost stuns into an air combo? No, he didn't get the Phantom Grip off. Didn't use the aerial Phantom Grip. Destroyer finally gets a tiny bit of damage in response. Still has no escapes. His Blue Rage is up, his tab escape is up now. He uses tab escape immediately, uses Flame Wheel afterwards. Throws down the Force Master, finally some damage. The Force Master has escapes, he just decided to wait for his tab escape as opposed to using his Frost Dragon, which he uses afterwards anyway. Smash onto the Force Master, nice bit of damage, shield stun. Force Master's actually out of CC escapes. If the Destroyer times it right, he could come back with a win here, even though he's at low health. Destroyer's burst is no joke. Phantom Grip onto the Destroyer. Holding him, waiting on cooldowns and such. Drops him and freezes him immediately. First Ice Stun, doesn't get a second one. Destroyer gets hit by Inferno at the end though. Quick 3-0 for this Force Master, Jung Ho Yoon, as he advances to the quarterfinals. As I said, I didn't really like the Red Rage choice by the Destroyer in the second game, but it might have been mind games. It just did not pay off for him. I'm going to be casting the the quarterfinals next, and they'll be up on YouTube as soon as I can get to them. Stay tuned, and be sure to check out those videos as well.